Hey, welcome back to Tuesday Tea Time with Dorina. I want to welcome all our first time viewers and those that have been watching, those that will watch the replay. We are presented from Women of Wisdom. We are a nonprofit organization. We're here to bridge the generational gap between the younger and the older generation because we need each other. And we do that by having workshops and other activities, mentoring programs, and there's much more coming, okay? So we have our annual workshop coming up, and the information is going across the screen. So make sure that you jot down the information so that you do not miss this event because we are going to have an awesome time. Let me tell you, it just gets better and better every year. And so we're excited about our uh, speakers, and we have a poetry, and we have a sofa chat time. And I'm telling you, we're going to have a great time with the um, buffet lunch and everything. So make sure that you register so that you don't miss out on what's happening. All right. Okay, so listen, I'm putting my honey in my tea, and because I just wanted to wait till I get with you guys and put my honey in my tea. Okay. So I'm doing I found a tea bag that I have been having in my purse because sometimes I put them in my purse so I can have them when I go places. But I found chai pumpkin spice. And so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have that tonight. And I'm putting my little honey in it. And I've told you before, you turn the air on and get a little cool so then you can drink hot tea. Okay. That's what I do. Okay. So I hope that you have your drinks, your tea, your beverage, whatever you want to drink, and that you fill your cup up with lots of wisdom tonight. All right. It's tea time. Mm. And you can see I have my butterfly cup, but you know that by now if you've been on here. Okay, so anyway, let's get right to business because what I've been doing is I've been trying to cut down the tea time talk to like 15 minutes because that way we're just getting the good, the meat, of everything that's being said, So I've been trying to work on that. So tonight we are going to talk about our wisdom topic is ingenuity. And I just recently been told that I need to use my ingenuity. And I was like, okay, I got ingenuity, and I was like, okay. And then I went into this mode of, okay, how do I use my ingenuity? And I'm like, it's like you're trying to find something that you don't believe that you have, and it gets frustrating. And I was talking to my husband about it, and he was like, you're not looking for it. He said, that's the reason why you can't see it because you're not looking for it. And everything he said after that went kind of dim because that was my answer. That's what I needed to hear. I was not looking for it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start looking for it. And you know what? I've been finding it too. And I'm like, oh yeah. And so my husband, he was telling me anyway, he said, yeah, he said, you got all this skill, art and drawing and all this kind of stuff, but you don't really ever think that, your stuff is really all that, you know. But I am so glad that I have come to the reality of the truth that I do have ingenuity, and I'm starting to develop it, use it, and develop it. And I want to say to you that you have ingenuity as well. Okay. So we just have to learn how to tap into those skills and abilities that we have. And, for some reason or another, you know, we don't believe that we have it, or we just don't have the drive, or whatever. There's many reasons why. But I want to encourage you to start looking for the ingenuity that you have. Okay. Okay. So some of us may think, okay, she's talking about ingenuity. What is ingenuity? Okay. Well, me. I always like to look up the definitions of things anyway. So I have my little uh, dictionary.com that I keep, and it says the quality of being cleverly inventive or resourceful or inventiveness. Okay. Another definition says cleverness or skillfulness of conception or design. And so we have the ability to come up with something. So, you know what I thought about? Okay, I have a quote, and this quote is by her name is Josephine, but her last name is Cochran, I believe. And she was a wealthy woman. And so she would like have parties and things like that. And they would have real, expensive china. And, she would have, servants, they would clean the china and chip it. And so, she was kind of upset about, how do I need to invent something that will wash my dishware without chipping my expensive uh, plates and things. So, you know what she did? She invented the dishwasher. Okay. And so, this is what she said: if nobody else is going to invent a dishwasher, a dishwashing machine, I'll do it myself. And you know what? That we got to have that drive, that there is something inside of you to do something. And even though you may not think that you have that ability, you do. And you just need to discover what need in society that's in your heart that you could meet, and go from there. And so now she's the one that founded KitchenAid. Okay. So I thought to myself, let's talk about some of these women inventors way back in the day. And some of them are not even back in the day. I thought, oh, this is interesting. Her name was Dr. Patricia Bath. Okay. And she was the first African American female doctor to receive a patent for medical purposes. Do you know what she invented? She invented a machine, or a laser beam, and called it laser Foxco probe. And what it does, it removes cataracts. Okay. I think that she's still alive. And wow, come on now. There's so much that we can do, and let's not get stopped by our challenges, because you know what, you're going to always deal with challenges in life. Okay, you cannot escape those. But you know what, there was another woman. Look them up, just look them up and you'll find out yourself. Her name was Margaret Knight, and was she never did get married. And she was the most productive inventor. She had like 87 patents that she created. Okay, so we got something inside of us that we can discover, that we can do, and what she did was she created a machine that will glue the paper bags, fold the paper bags and glue the bottom of the paper bag to carry groceries. Okay, this was a woman that created this. And there's a lot of them out there that are inventors, and there's some that, let's see, who was there was one out there that even, the guys tried to steal her ideal and everything, and she took them to court and she won the court thing. So we're talking about way back in 1838. So there is something in you that you have to offer. You have ingenuity. You just have to believe, because I didn't believe that I had ingenuity. And then when my husband said what he said, that just kind of broke something in me and said, oh, wait a minute, you know what? Let me look for this. Because you know what? You're not going to accomplish much in life if you don't start looking to be successful. If you don't look for it, you're not going to find it. Come on now, that's simple. We could lose our keys. And if we don't look for the keys, we're not going to find them. And it's the same thing with everything else in life. If you want to be successful in life, you're going to have to look for success. And you're going to have to believe and have confidence in yourself that you are able. And there are things that are innate. Our ingenuity is innate, it is within us. We have the ability to invent, create, be clever. What? A lot of us, I'm going to say it. We're clever about getting over on people. We're clever about being sneaky about this and that. But you know what? We can use our abilities in a positive way and turn things around and be more successful, because you know what? You'll never achieve anything in life if you're always trying to do people wrong. If you're trying to be clever about getting over on people, you know what? That comes to an end, because I've said it and I'll say it again. What goes around comes around, okay? So what we sow, we reap. Whatever way that you want to word it, you know what? It comes back to you. And so we want to be clever in a positive way and do treat people right, do right our own selves, and it will come back to us. It may not come back through the same person, and you may think that, well, this person wronged me and they need to make it right. It may not come back right through them, but it'll come back right through another way if you just stay true to what's right in the first place. Okay, because it will work out in the long run. All right. All right, Tuesday tea time break. So there's one more lady that I want to share, and I'm not gonna. Did you know Hattie Lamar was an inventor? Did you know that? She was Australian American actor. And let's see, what did she invent? She encrypt torpedoes control signals. Come on now. Wow. And she was an actress. Sometimes we think that people that, I mean, she was nice looking and stuff. And sometimes we think they don't have brains. But you know what? We all have brains and we all need to use them properly. So use the ingenuity that is inside of you. Look for it and advance in life and be successful. Okay. This is Tuesday Tea Time with Dorina. Remember that I love you. Mwah, and I'm out, and always walk in wisdom, my friend. Okay. Good night. See you at the work.